Hi, I'm Beth.
And I am Jeff. Stop.
Alright, so we're almost to camp, and we're only about a mile off the main road to this campground, and you're only about 20 minutes from part of the downtown area. So Jeff and I decided today would be a great day to do a tour of the Arrowhead Campground up here in the Wisconsin Dells. It's one of our favorites. Here we're coming up to the entrance. It's a pretty good day today. It's at, what, 80 I think it's due today.
Yeah,
the sun's actually out nicely. And we thought, well, let's share with everybody who may have never been here and is trying to decide if this would be a campground they'd want to come, so you can see. You can see we just passed the cabin, some of the cabins. There's more than those cabins here, and these ones all have front porches on them. And this area here that you're seeing is really, I think, set up for more of the Thousand Trail membership people, where we stay, because we are 1,000 Trail members. And we're embarking now up the hill to this seasonals. So this is seasonal area, and then they have another little area for people who are not seasonals and not 1,000 Trail members either. The seasonals really go all out on their, I guess, their home away from home, because they have such a long winter up here. Spring and summer is short for them. They come up here and have a good time, and they have big porches and barbecue pits going and everything. It's starting to get busy now. We're almost at the end of our 2-week stay here. It's been very quiet while we've been here because the weather has been cold and rainy. Ahead you can see another set of cabins. There's 4 back here on this hill that overlooks the other side of the park. They all have little porches on them. There's tons of dumpsters in this campground, so you don't have to worry about dumpsters being filled and overfull and not able to use them. They're everywhere around here. And the cabins are sporadically spread out throughout the park in different areas. You got a lot of trees. It's a very big park to walk, right? Yeah. This is why we're doing a driving tour, because Jeff and I's knees and legs would not be able to walk all of this to show it to you. This is another little area up here with a lot of seasonal. They have their own sheds and golf carts everywhere, because most people have golf carts to get around, because it's a large park. Getting a golf cart's on Jeff's list, right, Jeff?
Yes, ma'am.
When you're in a big park like this, a golf cart comes in handy, especially on a rainy day. If you're like us, we don't use a restroom in the camper. We use the restrooms at the campground.
Yep.
Jeff is not a black tank kind of guy, so these are some choices we've made along the way, that we'd rather just get up in the middle of the night and go use the restrooms at the campground, rather than have to deal with a black tank. And here's another little section that we're going to head into with lots of seasonals in it. Some of them, but look at all the big porches, and they have their own sheds up here. We're going to turn right here on the Fox Path, and you have these modular little homes here that people buy and put in here as summer homes. We saw these at Maine. Moody Beach also has them that they were selling when we were up there, what, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. We went inside them. They were very nice. Most of them were 1 bedroom. Some were 1 bedroom with a guest room, different things like that. I saw someone selling theirs for $48,000, fully furnished. Look at that big porch. And so I think, like, seasonally, if you live up here, or you love this area so much and you're going to come every year, this is a great seasonal spot. Has so much to do. You can never get bored up here, that's for sure. Sometimes we are so busy we just say, okay, today we're doing nothing, or the next 2 days we're not going to do nothing because we're tired and we're getting up there. There's Bigfoot, there's some more cabins. He's up here staying at the cabin too, apparently. And these cabins are a little bit bigger up at this end, and they all have screened-in porches, where the other other ones had front porches, but they were not screened in. It's pretty up here, right?
It is.
All the daisies are out. Summer's here for Wisconsin. I'm hoping no more snow, no more 30s and 40s in the weather. We've had 2 days in the 80s now.
The only thing about it is, we gotta use air conditioner.
Yeah, we've had to put the air conditioner on. We do have an air conditioner in the camper, which is nice. It's what I like about being at a campground versus dispersed camping or wild camping or dry camping, whatever you want to call it. They have several sets of bathrooms and showers. That's one. These ones up on the top of the hill are private. Each section seems to have their own little area for restrooms and showers, which makes it nice. You don't have to have a ton of people all using the same bathroom.
Yep.
And as I was saying a moment ago, and then it went, oh yeah, look.
The way they did.
Yeah, awesome. I don't know if you guys can pick up that seasonal trailer, how
That was
nice
well
it
done.
was.
That was done there too.
Yeah.
They
So
got a
this
little
area
bar.
back here is the tent area that we're coming back here. There's only been one tenter that we've seen. Most of these, I do not see water or electricity on them. I do see a couple spots.
They have water, electricity
It's
there.
all private back here.
Yeah,
Nice
we-
little hill, huh?
They have water.
Yeah, some of them have water and electricity. I only see a couple, but most of them do not look like it. Like I was saying, what I like having being at a campground is compared to dry camping and all that. Even though we had a blast doing the dispersed camping, that was the first time we've ever camped like that with the generator and all that. And thank God we had the generator to run the air conditioner at night. But because gas, it runs a lot of gas, and gas prices are high. We couldn't run it during the day. We had to choose. And it got hot, and in the summer heat, even though it wasn't summer yet, it was 90 degrees the last couple of weeks before we headed here, and it just kind of made us miserable. We actually felt a little sick from it, like got little colds from the heat. We were just worn down from it. So we decided to head here sooner. And yes, we've had to deal with a little snow and cold, but for me, I'd rather do that than heat. For Jeff, I think he was ready to get out of the heat, but he wasn't quite ready for it to be this cold when we got up here. Here's another little section of seasonals up here. So if you're interested, but it's beautiful, it's big, this park. I mean, it has to have well over 100 spots. I don't know what the official count is. We'll have to see if we can find that out.
Well, that's 360 right there.
Yeah.
375.
Yeah. But very nice. Very nice, very large. But you also don't feel like you're in this huge campground because of the way it's set up. And you have so many trees, so you get lots of shade. You get a beautiful view around you. We see bunnies and we see squirrels. We seen a badger yesterday.
Yes, we did.
That was the first time I've ever seen one. That's why I guess they call it the badger. Wisconsin's known for the badger.
Lots of bad.
Wisconsin badgers.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. There are a lot of sheds. I mean, they really make it their home here.
Yep.
And they seem to be allowed to do a lot of personal kind of stuff to their little seasonal spot to make it feel like their home, you know, their personality. Now we're on the top of the hill coming down, and this big field that you see in front of us down there, they have like a big bouncy thing they blow up for the kids. They have soccer field, they have volleyball, they have cornhole. I was gonna say cornroll, but it's cornhole down here to play.
Horseshoe pits.
Yeah, they have about 5 horseshoe pits, tons more of dumpsters. And a lot of these dumpsters, they do allow you to throw old chairs, old mattresses, and stuff like that. So if you need to do a little downsizing while you're here, you can. So I think we do a little downsizing every time. We decide we haven't used this, we don't need it. And if we can't find somebody else that we wanted to use it, it usually gets trashed. They have the maintenance area down here. They have basketball and tennis courts.
Some of the dumpsters.
Yeah. And they have a playground with a swing set and slides for the smaller kids. Here's a few more of your cabins. This is another section of seasonals that we're going to come to. And they have a bathroom and shower area up here also. I'm going to go this way. And they still have a lot of areas over here that still haven't been used. A lot of open spots.
And this is 184, so this is over.
Yeah, this is the first original section is what I believe by the numbers. Oh no, well we're over in 24, so our area could have been first. Who knows? Depending on how they decided someone get ready to mow their lawn. Very, very pretty. Finally, some leaves and blooms on the trees. Kind of reminds you of a Bear Cave in Michigan. But Bear Cave in Michigan is smaller. But also a great 1,000 Trails I would recommend going. It's a little further out from anything. Really further out from like towns and that. But if you're just looking for a couple of days of rest, very nice, very clean, everybody was very friendly there. And we enjoyed that park. We stayed there several times too already. I think we've been back to that park 3 times, Bear Cave.
Yeah.
This is our second time here. We're going to be heading to a new campground on the 1,000 Trails that we have never been to soon. And we'll definitely do a review of that for you all so you can check it out. I don't know about you all, but Jeff and I do a lot of research on YouTube of people who do videos of the campgrounds so we can kind of get an idea. It really kind of lets us know what people's opinion is, what it looks like. Does it look like somewhere we'd want to go try, or maybe it's not going to stay on the top of our list right now? So that's why we wanted to share this area with you. The view is very pretty. A lot of walking to do in here. If you're a walker or if you have an e-bike, this would be a great place to have an e-bike because it is large to get around.
That's why I gotta have an e-bike or
about a mile,
kart.
right? A mile out to the main road, there is another lodge and a restaurant, a couple of restaurants. So you're not too far if you just need a quick place to go get a bite to eat. They're definitely not fast food places, but they're there if you need them. And like I said, you're looking at about 20 minutes, maybe if you need a McDonald's or that kind of place to go eat, because there's like McDonald's and Denny's and IHOP and all of those down on the other side. Now we're going to come back around to where the clubhouse and that is. There's the horseshoe pits right in front of us. So if you like to play horseshoe. So this is the clubhouse that we're coming down to. Be mindful of the speed when you're in the park. All these parks that we've been to have very restrictive speed limits, and they're very particular, especially at Bear Cave. This is where you check in. They have a little store in there. They have like clothing items, food items. You have restrooms and another shower down here. They have a place if you have your propane cylinders and they need to be filled. And oh, they have a pool. Pretty big pool back there too. This is your playground, your tennis court, and your basketball courts back here. Oh, look at the pretty tulips coming up. Those are so pretty. So now we're coming down to to this last little section, and this is the area that Jeff and I are at, straight across the road here. Again, you can see the cabins over there. And this is another little section that we see a lot of people come in and go, right?
Yep.
I think they're Thousand Trails too, because you'll see vans come in for a night or whatever, and they leave. It's probably in a stopping point for a lot of people to rest up before they move on. But it's very pretty over here. You can see our little camper over there, all hidden behind the trees. And like I said, we've been here by ourselves almost the whole time. I mean, there's a few seasonals here, but mostly the seasonals only come in on the weekends and they're gone during the week. I'm just going to spin this way so you can get a shot of the pool. And they have mini golf here, and they have shuffleboard. But the shuffleboard course looks like it could use a little work.
It probably needs swept really good.
Yeah, you know, it's winter. The grass has grown up under it. They're going to have to do a little work on it. And then you see the other half of the clubhouse. I'm just going to back up here, but you can see how pretty of a view Jeff and I have when we're sitting out or walking when we come out of the camper. But again, we would highly recommend checking out Arrowhead Campground.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you, Jeff?
absolutely.
He says, absolutely. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed the tour, and we hope this will help in some way make a decision whether you would ever want to come here. And if you know that you'll never get a chance to come here, hopefully you enjoyed the tour and it was helpful in some way, or enjoyable in some way, is more what I was trying to say. Thanks for watching.